Hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. It is September 7th, Thursday, September 7th, and it has been a long day for me. I spent the day on the road moving my oldest daughter to college and then driving home. And so we almost spent as much time in the car as we did on campus. And yeah, I'm just kind of tired. We returned about 45 minutes ago, enough time to eat dinner and clear my desk because it was a hot mess. But I'm so glad that you guys are here because I am so excited about the new mini catalog. This just launched on yesterday. Is that right? Yes. Yesterday, Wednesday, September 6th. It's kind of been a blur. It feels like Monday because I feel like we are starting this new week. I feel like we're starting this new life with one of our kids out of the house, and it is weird. It's really weird. It just doesn't feel right. Like, I don't feel like she's old enough to not be living under my roof, and she's gonna do great, and she's gonna have a great year, and I'm so excited for her. I'm so excited. But it's just weird. The house feels a little emptier, which seems strange because we have 3 other children who are here and 2 dogs and plenty to keep us busy, but it's just a little extra quiet and it's just a little weird. Tell me if you've got kids or grandkids who are in college, who've gone away. I know that Claire's going to just love it, and we are already excited to plan our first visit. I know, Catherine. We were just talking about that. In 5 years, we'll be moving number 4 out the door to college if she chooses to go away for college, and oh, that blows my mind because 5 years is nothing. It's nothing. Well, you guys probably know my son Thomas. He graduated last year and he's attending community college. So he is in his 2nd year here at the college down the road, but he's living at home, so he hasn't left the house yet. So we have a college student. This is our 2nd college student, but the first one who is living apart from us. And she's been so nervous all week, but when she met some of her roommates, they have a big suite. So there's like, she's a roommate, and then there are also suite mates. And once she kind of met some people, like I could just see her. She was just off doing her thing. And it's gonna be a great year. I'm really excited for her. I'm seeing all your comments come through. Oh my goodness. I know. What are we going to do with the extra space? Well, we already moved a sister, Anna, in to stay with Claire in her room. And so they were sharing a room this summer, and now Anna will get the room to herself. So she's excited about that, to have her own room. Oh, Tammy, crying all the way home. You know what? I will say, because he stepped out, so I can say this. Someone cried when we said goodbye, and it wasn't me, and it wasn't Claire. It was adorable. It was so cute. Okay, well, I'm so excited that you are with me here tonight. Thank you for joining me. I would love to hear, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're loving from this new mini catalog. I'm excited that I get to open it up. And whenever I get to open a catalog for the first time, I love to share casing the catalog. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to case the catalog. We're going to take some inspiration from the projects that Stampin' Up! Have created for us. I always say these are an idea book and catalog. It's not just a catalog because there are hundreds of samples of project ideas right here in the pages of the beautiful catalog. Like I said, I'm so happy that I get to share it with you now. If you shop with me and you don't have a copy of the catalog yet, please reach out to me. Send me a text, send me an email, send me some kind of direct message to let me know that you need a copy. But everyone who shops with me regularly should have received one. So if you haven't, then please reach out. Oh yes, the whole Holy Night Divine Suite is on my list. One of the bundles is currently not orderable, so I think I just ordered the other bundle. I have to look and see. I don't know. I've got some stuff coming my way, especially for our product share, which I'm super excited about. All right, let's get back to the catalog. I'm going to be easily distracted, I think. So here's an example of what I mean by casing the catalog. And if you're not familiar with the term, case stands for copy and selectively edit, although some people will say copy and share everything or copy and steal everything. But I like copy and selectively edit because it gives you the permission to make a little change, make it your own. Sometimes the change is really subtle. For example, on this card, using the Merry and Bright bundle on page 8, I copied it almost exactly. I used the same radiating stitches dies, I used the same colors, the same designer paper, but the one change I made was instead of embossing Happy Christmas in silver, I stamped Merry and Bright in Pool Party. And the reason for that was because I wanted to bring that Pool Party color back in. So I always try to use more than one color. Alina is saying it's blurry. It looks okay on my side. So leave me a comment and let me know if it is blurry for you, or maybe it's just Alita's connection. So let me know if it looks okay. Are we buffering? Not blurry here. Okay. I think that was the pinned message that came up. I did pin a comment, and the pinned comment is a link to the project supply list. Thank you, Sharon. You like it better Juliified. Okay, so the pinned comment in the live chat is for the project supply list, and Stampin' Up! Does this every year. It's a document, and it's literally like 176 pages or something like that. And when you open up the PDF, you can see a picture of the projects in the catalog, and then it's not instructions, although sometimes there are little instructions. But it is sort of just a list of the supplies that they use to make those projects. So this is the first one in the catalog. So let's just kind of take a look at that. Ooh, this is actually, yeah. So the pictures that you see here are just close-ups of the individual projects. So this is showing us the 1, 2, 3 little mini cards here. So it's telling us the paper. It's telling us the colors of cardstock. So if you're looking at this thing and thinking, oh, I really love that color green. What is it? I can look it up and I can see. It looks like it is Old Olive cardstock, right? Interestingly, it doesn't list Old Olive, but that's what color this is. It lists shaded spruce, which is the darker green, and the lighter green is soft seafoam. Well, anyway, I thought it was a complete list, but either way, if you're looking at the projects and you think, oh my gosh, that is really pretty, those music notes, where did that come from? You can look at the list and it will tell you the music notes are actually part of the designer paper, the Joy of Christmas designer paper. So we do have an embossing folder that is music notes, but on this card, this particular sample, the music notes come from the Joy of Christmas designer paper. Kind of cool. All right, so the project supply list is linked in the video description. It's also pinned at the top of the comments in the live chat. So if you want to download this and print it out, or maybe not print it out because it's a lot of pages, but if you want to refer to it while you're casing the catalog, it is a handy resource to have. Okay. So we're casing the catalog today, but I'm going to case the catalog maybe not so exactly as this project has, but maybe making some changes. I do have some other cards here to share you casing the catalog. This one is from Sandy Carlson, and she made some changes of her own. So here, instead of using the die, she used an embossing folder for the background, but the layout is the same. The colors are the same, the Lost Lagoon, and this pretty dazzling glitter paper. She used that as well. So make some changes, make it your own. There are so many ways that you can copy the ideas in the catalog. So let's see what else we have here. I thought there was another one. Here's one. This is using the new, what is it called? Very Cute is the name of the bundle, but what's the designer paper? Or is the designer paper Very Cute? Berry Christmas. Oh, that's cute. Berry Christmas designer paper. So I changed up the colors and I did the embossing folder. So a lot of it is the same, but I just kind of made it my own. Oh, I'm getting another buffering comment. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm on the Wi-Fi, but it should be okay. We usually don't have problems. Okay, well, let me know if anyone else is having problems with it buffering, and I'll try, if there is widespread issues, then I will do, I'll try to use the data instead of, okay, you guys, I'm seeing comments that it's clear, so I'm going to keep going. No buffering. That's good. Wi-Fi is so tricky, isn't it? Like, it's so crazy. The issues that we have with technology that we never dreamed that we would have. Okay, I feel like there's another card in here, but maybe that was it. Maybe it was just those three. All right, so those are three examples of casing the catalog. We're going to case the catalog. This is the designer paper from the product share. So this is something I'm offering as I do every year. Shared, Juliified is defined as just uniquely liked, intentionally edited. Oh, I love it. Okay, so the product share includes a little bit of everything, all of the designer papers, 6x6 pieces, as well as a yard each of the ribbon. And so I'm offering this. You can still sign up, although I ordered everything for everyone who's already signed up, and some of the designer paper has sold out temporarily, but it will be back. Sorry, I need a little tape. The designer paper will be back. The All About Autumn designer paper is going to be back in stock next week, hopefully on Monday. And so I will still order it for the product share. So even though you may notice that it wasn't available yesterday or today, it is going to still be included in the product share. But if you sign up for a product share now, there are a couple other papers that I may not be able to include, so I may have to substitute or refund you the difference. We'll see. But anyway, signups are still open for a couple more days. If you're interested, you can go to tinyurl.com/SD 2023 product share. And one of the things that I added was an optional add-on, which includes the special release designer paper that came out yesterday. So this isn't pictured in the catalog. This is just some extra designer paper that's a limited edition while supplies last. And it's an optional add-on for the product share. So if you want to try a little bit of all the special release paper, you can add that onto your product share. And if you already are signed up for the product share and you haven't added on the special release paper and you want to, it's not too late. Just let me know. I tried to email everybody to let them know about the add-on, but there were a few people I didn't hear back from. So sometimes email's funny too, isn't it? Anyway, special release designer paper add-on. The other thing you can add on is the Throughout the Year stamp set, which is a versatile greeting stamp set that's in the new catalog. I just love that it covers so many different bases. So I'm going to be using this stamp set tonight with this designer paper from the whole product share as we case the catalog. And if you sign up for the product share, you can add on the stamp set and save $5. The other thing that comes in the product share, and I'm so excited about this, is a brand new back pocket card layout, and they just arrived yesterday. I am so excited about these. The back pocket card layouts are something that I do in my monthly project kit. When you order from me, you get a project kit, or if you order from me any amount, $40 or more gets the project kit. Any amount will get you the back pocket card layout. And so the product share has its very own special back pocket card layout. So I'm super excited to add this one to my ring. This is such a great resource, just like casing the catalog. When you are feeling stuck and need some ideas, I love these layouts. I've got measurements for you, and then also pictures of samples to inspire you, to kind of give you an idea of how you can use it using, different designer paper and different stamp sets, so that when you are looking for an idea, you can pull these out of your back pocket and pull out whatever designer paper and stamp sets you have. So I hope that you are enjoying building that resource. Now, I get this question a lot. People are always asking, am I selling the back pocket card layouts? And at this point in time, I am not selling them. There's a new one every single month for when you place an order, and my team have the opportunity to get all 3 in the quarter when they meet their quarterly sales minimum. And for the special product share one, I have a special challenge for my team this month so they can get that one to add to their ring. Maybe at some point I will sell the back pocket card layouts, but at this point in time, they are not for sale individually. All right, let's start stamping. On the way home in the car, I flagged some pages so that I could pick out some projects that I wanted to case. And I used my little Post-it notes to mark some samples. And one of the first ones, which is ironic because it's at the back of the catalog, one of the first projects that caught my eye that I wanted to copy is this one here. And it's just in the back. It's kind of in this index with the bundles because, you know, when we bundle stamp sets and dies or stamp sets and punches, you can save 10%. So that's always the way to go, is to get a bundle. So back here on page 66 in the September through December 2023 mini catalog is this sample with the Modern Garden stamp set, and one of my new favorite punches, the Modern Oval Punch. And so we're going to use this punch to create a similar card. I want to use some designer paper, and I'm going to do something different than this. I'm only going to use the layout and create a card. And so I was thinking actually that I would like to use, from our stamp set, I would like to use the Happiest of Birthdays stamp. So as I'm looking through the paper, I want to keep in mind something that might be good for birthday. And you know, actually, I've been wanting to use this designer paper to do something different. Last week, we made some cards with the Merry, Bold, and Bright designer paper, which is this one. And it has some very Christmas patterns, like the trees and the fa la la and the Christmas lights, but it also has some very bright and bold that have nothing to do with Christmas at all patterns. And so I thought it would be really fun to use some of these patterns and punch out to make a birthday card. So let's see what we want to do here. I am thinking that this is really pretty. I'm going to do some stripes and some polka dots. Ooh, I love the polka dots. Let's see, turn it around. I want to get some yellow in there. And maybe some stars. Where are the stars at? Oh, there they are. So fun. And then we're also going to need one that is going to be for the sentiment. And so I'm thinking maybe, oh, you know what would be really pretty is this, the stripes. Oh, you know what I'm seeing actually? Let's see. Is this too busy? Is this crazy? This is kind of, oh, you know, I'm going to do that. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. This is what I get for planning in a car. I don't have anything pre-cut. I'm cutting this designer paper. It doesn't go all the way across. I'm going to guesstimate that that is 3 3/4 inches. And I'm going to do all the way to the top, so 5 1/2 inches. Tell me, what color should I use for the card base? I'm kind of thinking about just doing the stars for the shapes. Star, and then maybe a solid yellow. So give me your ideas on what color card base to use. I'm pretty sure this is, oh, maybe it's crushed curry. I was gonna say Daffodil Delight. Is this too much yellow to do that? This, I'm gonna cut one of these right in half. These stars remind me of Wonder Woman. They're so fun. Oh, Kathy's is too much yellow. Okay, what if I changed the stars? Ooh, the dark blue. Yes, that's Blueberry Bushel. I love that. Okay, let's see what this looks like. This is totally looking superhero, isn't it? Okay, this one had the solid colors. Maybe do we want just some other solid colors? Like the Melon Mambo? Or Flirty Flamingo? Or both? Okay, solid or pattern? Tell me if you like any of the stars or if I should just go with solid for all of them. This is really dark. Let's cut that one in half. Okay, if we do and it's not going to be like a total ombre because it's different colors, a rainbow ombre, then what about red up here? And I'm just going in the same, oh, I'm not going in the same color order. Yellow, red, it would have been the other way with that one. Okay, I'm gonna do cool colors. Maybe the yellow and the green, like the greens, because then we got the blue. Or should we do the blue? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try the greens going into the blue. Do you guys struggle in the same way with trying to decide what you're doing and just taking so long? I'm always changing my mind, mixing it up, doing something different. I feel like it takes me so long to make a card. It's a little embarrassing. Okay, so if we did yellow, green, green, green. I don't know if I like the greens. Did you prefer the pinks? But we would need in order to do them in the right order, then the pinks needed to be yellow, red, dark pink, light pink. So do you like the warm colors or the cool colors? Yes, Catherine. Oh my gosh. The first one takes an hour and then the second one takes 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay. Cool colors, warm colors. Oh, I know what you guys are going to say. Do them both. I'm seeing a couple votes for the cool colors, Jennifer and Tammy. And I really do feel better that you guys have the same struggles that I do. Okay, I'm seeing that you guys like the cooler tones, and absolutely, Susan, I always overthink everything. That is just how my life is. Definitely, I overthink everything. All right, we're coming along. Let's get out our sentiments. The happiest of birthdays. Oh my gosh, this one is so cute. It does fit, right? Whew. That would have put a kink in our entire card if this sentiment didn't fit the oval. I just ordered this stamp set that has the what do you call them? The little blowers. That's not the right word. You know, the little, they're not kazoos. They are, oh, I'm going to show you really quick. This one, Year to Celebrate. What do you call those things? Horns, party horns. I just ordered the party horns, and that would be so cute to stamp and add a little party horn on here, but I don't have it yet, so I can't. We're just gonna we're gonna add some ribbon though and kind of dress it up a little bit, and let's do some stamping. We're gonna do Blueberry Bushel ink on the green. This is Crushed Curry Lemon Lime Twist. Granny Apple Green is the one I'm using right now. And then Shaded Spruce at the bottom. Happiest of Birthdays. Oh, this card is fun. It's so fun. You know what? I wish I had like some, this has the flowers and this needs balloons. That's what it needs. And we have some balloon dies. Let's get them out. Oh. How fun is this? Not only do we have balloons, but we also have stars. Balloons or stars. And I'm kind of thinking we need to use this new foil paper. We've got Granny Apple Green and Melon Mambo, both colors which are in this designer paper. So I'm thinking like a pink balloon would be fun to bring in some of that color since we already have so much of the green. So should we do pink stars or pink balloons? Tell me what you think. I am going to grab some ribbon because this one's got some ribbon behind it. So let's do that. Some new ribbon. Oh, I almost forgot about these. The iridescent adhesive back discs. I love that. I'm thinking some of this. Isn't this pretty? This is the new silver and white. It's like a sheer ribbon. And I love that it is just like so subtle. Like it's not overwhelming. And so we're going to put a little bit of this behind the oval just to kind of, I don't know, just give it a little pizzazz. Oh, yes, that's so fun. My favorite trick for getting ribbon to stick behind shapes like this or punched out die cuts, whatever, is to use a little tear and tape to hold it in place. So that's what I am going to do. I'm going to get out the tear and tape. Oh, I need another hand. Don't you always wish you had another hand in the craft room? Tying a bow or getting out your supplies. Sometimes we just need. Oh yeah, we're totally blinging this card out. I've got to look at your comments and see what you said about balloons versus stars. But I have an inkling. I know which one I like. Okay, let's take a look at your comments. Balloons. Ooh, both, Susan. Sharon says stars. Melissa says both. Balloons, stars. You guys are really split. Stars, 2 balloons, and 1 star. Stars. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm thinking balloons. So I'm going to do some balloons, and I'm going to do, I'm worried about it being a lot, but I don't know. Let's just see. I'm going to do the 3 different sizes of balloons, and I have no room on my desk, so I'm just going to go on the floor really quick where my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is and just run these through. I'm back. I have to show you this. It drives me crazy, and I don't know. I always forget about this. Okay, do you see what's going on here? We've got some wrinklage. It looks like old wrinkled foil. This is what happens when you have a cutting pad like mine that has so many scratches. Those scratches will transfer to your foil, your delicate foil. And so I would say if you're die cutting with foil, you should use a new pad. Save a new pad. Use a new one, or well, look at this one. You can see the difference here. This die. Oh, actually, I don't know. How come that one didn't? I was thinking it was because it was in here, but it wasn't because that one was stuck. Well, anyway, the scratchy on the foil is because your cutting pad is scratchy. So just get a new cutting pad and save it for foil and other things like that. Okay, I'm gonna try the take your pick tool. I have a oh, look at that, it worked. It was stuck in here, but there's no dots to punch. So I just used the take your pick tool with the putty, and I pulled it out. So we've got three balloons, and we're gonna stick these on here so we don't lose them. Back in there. Okay, so we always do things in threes, right? So we can do 2 up here, and we can do 1 down here. This one is bothering me though because it is so scratchy. I think it's just because there's such a larger space in the middle. And so that's why it transferred so much of that. That's really sad. But we could just use 2 and just do something like that. You guys tell me 2 or 3. Do you like the big one even though it's scratchy? Or should we just go with the 2 that look better? Stars behind the sentiment. I think I'm going to stick just to the balloons. I feel like there's so much going on with the colors and the rainbow. I'm gonna stick to just one shape. And you guys are all saying 3. I'm hearing you, Mom. I know. So let's glue this down. We'll put all 3 on there. And where is my adhesive? Wasn't I just out of adhesive last time? I feel like I just took one out. It's a constant thing. Hey, here's a question. How many adhesive runners do you have in your craft room? Do you have just one, or do you have multiples? I probably have 4 or 5, and then they get like misplaced, and I don't know why I have so many. Okay, I'm gonna start with these on the end and just use some regular adhesive on those. Oh, are these supposed to be on dimensionals? Only the top one, or only the one that has the sentiment. Okay, so we are starting with, I think, green. Yeah, green down here, yellow up here, and then I'm going to do, oh, that yellow is crooked. Did anybody else notice? Were you going to tell me? I just need to trim a little bit off. Okay, and then multiples and multiples too. Also scissors. Like, I have so many scissors. I don't know why. It's like pens, right? Oh my gosh. How many different pens do you have? And they're probably in a cup because that's what we do with pens. We have a million, and yet I have to say, I don't really buy pens, but I do pick them up and keep them. Sometimes, like when I'm going somewhere and they're giving away a pen. I don't know why. I have 8,000 pens at home. I do not need any more pens. But in my purse it goes. This is going to go right in the middle. The original sample did have it over closer to one side, but I like it better in the center. So that's what I'm going to do. That's one of the other changes I'm going to make. And my cardstock seems like it is just a little bit longer, so I'm just going to trim it with the paper trimmer. And just take a little hair off. There we go. All right, let's add these on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. We're going to do the large one and the small one. I thought about having the big balloon peek underneath the oval, but I wondered, does it still look like a balloon if you can't see the little, the end of it? I think I like this, and I do want to add a rogue die. I think I want to add some bling. This is the iridescent adhesive backed discs, and it is all part of this Merry Bold and Bright suite. So the foil paper and the designer paper that we used and these discs are all part of that suite. So I'm gonna add some bling to our card. Oh, that lost its glue dot. Get back over there. And I think I will do 5 because one right there. Is that too much? Happiest of birthdays. Let's bring back in the original project from the catalog and do a little comparison, and we'll see which of these that we prefer. Well, you don't have to say which one you prefer because I still like the original very much, but it's so different. It's hard to compare the two. Here's my original inspiration on page 66 of the September through December 2023 Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. So originally they used the Modern Garden stamp set, a little bit of the All About Autumn designer paper. We have an ombre of colors here: white, Pool Party, Lost Lagoon, and Pretty Peacock on the original card. A little bit of Wild Wheat ribbon behind the sentiment. And on our version, we use the rainbow pattern from Merry Bold and Bright. We used a little bit of the Melon Mambo foil, some colors pulled from the designer paper: Crushed Curry, Lemon Lime Twist, Granny Apple Green, Shaded Spruce, and Blueberry Bushel for the cardstock base. Now, if I wasn't so tired, I would cut a piece of white and I would put it inside and maybe add some stamps with the Coordinating Beautiful Balloons bundle that's in the main catalog, the annual catalog. But I'm going to save that for later, and we're going to move on to casing another project, and let's see what we've got next. I had a couple pages saved here, and we're only going to make 3, but I think I have an extra one, an extra option. Oh, I love this one. I love this this layout. It has 2 layers here. One that is got embossing paste on it and designer paper, and then an element, a focal image, and a sentiment. Okay, let's take a look. Another option. Oh, I thought this one was really cute. I don't have this bundle. This is the Sending Cheer bundle. Look at that cute little gingerbread. Embossing folder here. Oh, I gotta add that to my order. But I just loved this layout, a little square, and maybe I would use designer paper for both of those. And then an element, perhaps I could cut out from the designer paper, and then a little square for a sentiment. So if I'm taking a look at my, stamps, what stamp might work well? Oh, you know what? I love this little thank you. I think the thank you is a good size for a small sentiment like that. So thinking of the thank you, let's take a look at the designer paper and see which one we might use that would work well with the thank you. Oh, that's pretty. This autumn paper, I know I said it at the beginning of the video, but if you're just joining, the autumn paper is it's supposed to be available next week. So it's coming back really soon. I know some of you have been so excited about ordering it. And the autumn paper currently is not available. I think also the ribbon and the ribbon and the speckled dots are not orderable too. You guys were really excited about that. I just remembered I want to have an image that's going to cut out, and so I don't think the autumn will work for that. Maybe maybe something. This is the Joy of Christmas paper. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my gosh. I love the traditional colors here. We could cut something out of there. The ones that I think of that have some fun things to cut out, though, is that berry Christmas paper. Well, two of them. There's the berry Christmas paper, and this one has some bears that you can cut out. But there's also some little happy friends, so we could cut one of those out. Oh my gosh, those bears are so cute. The other one that has bears is the Walk in the Forest paper, and this is the one that's the Making a Difference designer paper, and I used these in another video, so you guys probably remember. Let's do something with the Christmas. We were going to do thank you though, weren't we? We still could do thank you. What do we have that we could cut out? Or maybe do we have, what's the punch shape? No, that's a... But the Halloween. Okay, we're going to come back to this one for a second. Let's move on and do a different card. Oh, you know what? This is such a fun layout, and this is going to be so good for any of these sentiments. In fact, what about something like Happy Easter? Isn't that a fun one? Like, it's not one we usually see in a fall set, but I think that it's got some great possibilities. And so the Easter paper, I think, or paper that would be appropriate for Easter, is this Garden Walk designer paper. It is beautiful. Jan, I like that idea, and I was kind of thinking that, so we'll come back to it. And yes, you are right. We should do write thank yous for Christmas. So I think the bear will be cute. I promise we'll come back to it. Let's do this one really quick though. This is such a quick and easy card, and you can do this with any designer paper. I like the Easter sentiment, so let's go with that. And this rose paper, oh my gosh, it just speaks to me. You tell me though, which of these two, rose, so I'm going to say pink or rose, which one do you think that we should use as our main pattern to go on this Easter card? You guys are saying rose. Oh, that's not part of that paper. Oh my gosh, these colors are so pretty. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of, oops, hold on. I accidentally tried to report somebody. Sorry. I'm seeing mostly rose. So let's go with the rose pattern. And I think I like the solid blue, yeah? Okay, so many great choices. This Garden Walk designer paper, which I'm pretty sure I've showed you in another video, it has 8 different patterns. So there's 3 here, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait a second. What? How many patterns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just counted wrong. 8 different patterns, and they're double-sided, of course. And you get, that's pretty. You get 6 each of the 8 different patterns. So 40 sheets total, 48 sheets total. All right, now I am going to just do some guessing. I'm going to do some guessing on colors for this card. Does this, oh, this ribbon, sparkle ribbon. That's really pretty. I think that goes very nicely. Okay, I was thinking, do we want to do just a note card? I kind of like that idea of just doing a note card. So I'm going to grab those out. Our note cards and envelopes come in a package of 20 cards and 20 envelopes. It's so great for quick and easy cards. So I'm going to do one little note card and get out a little envelope to match. And I'm guessing, totally guessing, although I could look it up in the project supply list, if this was a note card. To me, it looks like a note card because this is a full-size card and that one looks smaller. So that's why I'm guessing that it is a note card. I'm going to get the paper trimmer. We're going to cut. And so the note card is 3.5 inches by 5 inches. So I'm going to guess that these are 1.5 by 3 inches. So I am going to cut 3 inches and then I'm going to cut 1.5. And when I am making cards and casing the catalog, a lot of it is just eyeballing, just kind of figuring it out as I go. And when I put these down, if I don't like, if I don't like the size, if I think it's wrong, I can just cut a new piece. But I think this is perfect. And this one, there is just a little bit of like, up and down and not, not quite lined up just right. And I kind of like that. I'm not going to do like really extreme, but just a little bit. And then this ribbon, oh, it is just so pretty. Isn't that just gorgeous? Let's get out, I'm thinking probably the red for the Happy Easter, don't you think? To go with that, or the light pink. Use a piece of cardstock over foil. Margaret, that's brilliant. Why didn't I think of that? Oh my gosh. Earlier when I made this card, I was talking about the cut lines on my cutting pad, creating that design, that unintentional design on the foil instead of just being smooth. And so Margaret is suggesting if you put a piece of cardstock over the foil, then it will protect the foil from getting those lines. That's so brilliant. And with a design like that, you can cut through the foil and the cardstock. It shouldn't be a problem. You're brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that tip. Sometimes I just don't think about things like that because I am just sometimes I'll say it. I'm a lazy stamper sometimes, and I just do it, and I don't think about, the things that would make it easier. Pretty Peacock. Yes, I like that. Pretty Peacock ink. I always, when I'm doing my sentiment, I typically use like the darkest color on the card. I don't know why. It just makes sense in my head to do that. So Pretty Peacock would be the darkest color on this card. So let's use that color for this sentiment. I'm going to get out just a little strip of paper. And just cut, I think, 1 inch. Are we eyeballing here? Yeah, I think 1 inch is good. And then, do you do this sometimes? I just put the stamp right on the paper trimmer, and I'm gonna call that 3 1/4. Oh, it's tight. Let's cut another one just in case. I'm gonna do 7/8 inch by 3 1/2 inches. I think that's going to be about right. And Pretty Peacock. I am so happy that Pretty Peacock is back. I love this color so much. And this was an in color that came back when we launched the annual catalog. We had that color makeover. And I'm so glad that it's back because it's just so beautiful. Don't you think? Oh my gosh. This could use like a couple little flowers, I think. Oh, maybe in like the Calypso Coral color. I sort of want to trim just a little bit. Oh, thank you so much, Cindy. Oh, can you run it through again? Oh, Margaret, You are, I think, behind us, and we've already finished that card, so I could run it through. Oh, maybe you're saying to like undo the lines? I don't know if that would work. That's a good question. But it's already glued on the card, so it's not going anywhere tonight. This is such a great punch. This is the Petal Park punch. It was in the spring mini catalog and it carried over. And I think that the petal shapes are really close to what's in this designer paper. So I'm just going to be really simple with my embellishments and just add just a couple little flowers. I also think maybe I need a longer piece of ribbon because I want it to peek out a little bit. You know what? I don't need a longer piece of ribbon. Let me show you a little trick. We're just going to cut the ribbon in half and then it can be as long as we want it to be. Okay, so if we turn this over and let's just do like a little, well, I didn't mean to go all the way across, but I just did. We can have it stick out as much or as little as we want. So that's a little trick. You don't have to use a big piece of ribbon. I used even more than I needed to use here. And then you can always trim. Go, get off of there. Oh, all right, perfect. Then we're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. Oh, you know what though? I don't want to add more bulk on top of this ribbon because this ribbon is very bulky already. Oh, I'm gonna do little strips. Am I still on camera? Little strips of the what am I saying? Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, let's get out coral. Do Happy Easter. Oh, let's do all three. Boop. And I'm just going to kind of like tuck these like a little bit. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, let's glue the paper down and then we can add the embellishments and of course a little bit of bling because we got to add some bling. Okay, just a little tilty tilt. And again, if it bothers you, don't do it. Or if you want to add more, add more. I like when things aren't exactly straight and perfect because then when I don't put it down exactly perfect, then it still looks fantastic. I'm going to add some of these, but I don't want them to show all the way. And so I'm just going to kind of do like a little tuck like that. Oh, yay! I'm so glad you guys love this. Oh, Cindy. I hear you. Sometimes I just can't get over myself and I'm just need a little inspiration or something to get me over the hump. And there's nothing wrong with that. All right, let's go right up there. And oh my gosh, this is so cute. I never thought I would be making an Easter card in September, but I just did. Let's add some bling now. And I think the perfect bling, don't yell at me, but it's actually currently not orderable. Everything that's not orderable, and really there's only like 5 things. So I know you've got lots on your list. So even if the thing you want right now is not orderable, it will be back. Just move on to the next thing on your list and you can always come back to it. But these little gems, I think that these are not orderable right now, but they will be back. So this isn't right. Boop, peel it off. It needs to come down here. We try to make like a little triangle, right? Oh, yes. I know, right? Now I gotta remember where I put it when it's time for Easter to send it out. I actually have in my box, I have 2 boxes of cards. One is birthday and Christmas, and then the other one is like different occasions. And so I have a tab for spring cards and a tab for fall cards, because sometimes I don't use them all, and I want to save it for that spring or fall holiday. And then other times, I just, I make it out of season. So this is perfect. All right, let's take a look at our original inspiration card. And I love this suite. It is absolutely beautiful, the Oh Holy Night. But this card doesn't show off the beautiful designer paper very well. These are all very like mundane patterns back here, very neutral. It's got the pop of navy, but it's kind of boring. So here is my version, and I have to say I do like it better. But you can see where my inspiration came from. I used the strips of designer paper. Again, these are 1.5 by 3 inches, and then a piece in the middle with the sentiment. And I did my ribbon a little differently. I went across instead of coming diagonally, and then I just added some embellishments. I think that's what this needs. If you added some stars, I think that this would be it would really step this up a little bit. I think it would be gorgeous. But it does look totally different, doesn't it? All right, I promised 3 cards. We're going to do one more. We are casing the catalog tonight, and we're going to come back to this card here. I just do love this so much. And we were talking about using the thank you sentiment out of the Throughout the Year stamp set. I was also thinking that it would be cute to do something with the Halloween and the trick or treat, but I'm gonna save that for another project. So let's get out that very cute paper that we were looking at. Oh, so cute. This one has the little guy who's holding the present. And so that's going to be our main focal image. Remember how I said that I have like 8 pairs of scissors? I panicked for a second because I couldn't find one. This is the only pair within reach. Where did I put my other pairs of scissors? And this is why I have too many scissors. Because I'm always... I'm not even going to say misplacing it. Like, I took it somewhere to use it, and it just didn't make it back to its home. But usually I have a couple pair on my desk, and I have a shelf behind me where I have a cup of supplies. And so usually there's a pair or 2 there. But I seriously probably have like 5 pairs of scissors. So that means that there are 4 little paper snips that are missing. And it's possible that some or all of them are on my desk. They're just covered up by other things. So that is very plausible. Okay, there's our little image, fussy cut. Now this does have a coordinating punch. And these bears here on all 4s coordinate with the punch. But the other bears that are in different positions, not this one, that does coordinate with the punch. The other bears will need to be fussy cut. Diane, it's always time to reorganize. You guys saw my messy desk. I did share a real life image a week or 2 ago when I was working on swaps, and that is pretty typical. Like, my desk is always a hot mess, and I try to clean up in between, but so often it's just like shove it aside and move on to the next project. And it's sad, but that is yours. Okay, what was your question, Sharon? Have you ever cut yourself? Fussy cutting. I have cut myself with scissors. But usually it's cutting ribbon that gets me. I don't know that I've ever cut myself fussy cutting, but ouch, that would hurt. That would hurt a lot. All right, we are going to do, this is kind of cute with that background. And then, or do you like the, well, this has got the red in there. That's why I like that one. Isn't there a sheet that has presents? Which one is that? Oh, which one is that? It's the one right behind you, Julie. All right, Balmy Blue is the color that I kind of like this one. I think that is kind of fun. So I'm going to do some Balmy Blue. And we are going to do, is this Night of Navy? The color we're going to do a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece. And then Balmy Blue, we're going to eyeball it. Let's see, that looks like 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. That seems too big. 3. Let's try that. Three by 3 1/2. Oh, he's so cute. I just love this. And Calypso Coral, we're going to do the sentiment. Oh, no, that's Flirty Flamingo. Flirty Flamingo. That's a fun color for Christmas, isn't it? Eyeballing it. Let's do a 1/2 inch sentiment. So cute this guy is. We're also going to do some twine around. We're going to do some twine around the blue. Getting out my box of twine. What I really want is some white twine. Here's my white. Oh, what's that? That's old. Oh my gosh, that is really old. I got a lot of old twine in there. Okay, it's still connected. Oh no. There. What are we to say? I don't know. What about Mossy Meadow? Do mirror imaged. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying because he's facing that way. Good call. Okay, card base color. Oh man, that's gonna be tough. Should we do Mossy Meadow or Night of Navy? And the sentiment is really going to depend on the card base color because I'm going to use whichever color for the sentiment. Oh, you guys are pretty, you're pretty, what about running the blue through the snowflake embossing folder? Oh, I like that idea. I was thinking the card base blue, but you mean this blue, and I think that is a lovely idea. Most of you are saying the Night of Navy. I do see a couple Mossy Meadows. Barbara, Fonda, can you do both? A layer behind the presents. Ooh. Like, oh, I see what you're saying. I like that idea too. So it would be like blue onto the mossy like that, or the other way around, mossy onto the blue. Doing both colors. That would be pretty. Thank you. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of navy. I'm going to stick with the navy. I love the idea, though, of the different layers. But I'm going to just stick with the solid color because we're going to also emboss this piece. Where's the embossing folder? Uh-oh. Oh, I got it. Okay. Here's the embossing folder. This is such a pretty one. And this is part of that Berry Christmas suite as well. Oh, what a pretty touch. I love that. Okay, let's do the twine. The original sample has the twine all the way around the like the big layer, but I kind of like it just around the smaller layer. I also think it's easier because that layer is going to be on Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, start over. So the bulk of the twine is easier. I'm not doing this right. Okay. There. Did we get it finally? No. Sorry, usually I talk while I tie ribbon, but I'm struggling so much. I need to concentrate. Oh, I feel like it's just not long enough. Okay, I'm going to cut a new piece because this one is driving me crazy. Just a little bit longer. Don't worry. I'll reuse the other one. I have a ribbon jar, and so I put my scraps of ribbon in there and reuse when I'm working on projects and need a little something. Do you call the gold and silver short part of twine? I think you guys are trying to help me. I don't see, Cindy, I don't see your entire question. I think maybe some of it got cut off. I only see, do you call the gold and silver? Okay. I just needed it to be a little bit longer so that I could have more to work with. But you can always move your bow around on the cardstock. Like if it's not in exactly the right position, you can, I always like fold a little bit like this, and then I can like rotate my bow where I want it. So I'm going to have it on this side. And I can't remember who said, maybe Sharon was talking about doing a mirror image of the card layout. So this card layout has the focal image on the right side, but since our bear is facing the right side, we are going to move the focal image to the left so that he's facing into the card and not facing out of the card. We talked about that in another video, how you want your elements to be part of, the energy on the card and not staring the other way. So just something to be thinking about. So instead of having it on this side, we're just going to mirror image and put it on the other side. So I'm going to have my bow on this side. Thank you, Tony. Yes, it was your suggestion. Sometimes the comments go so fast and they only flash up on my screen for just like a short little bit, and then they come off. So if I'm looking at my desk and not at the comments, it's really easy for me to miss them. So I apologize if you ever send a comment and I don't see it. It's just hard sometimes to balance that while I'm stamping. That's why we had the problem a couple weeks ago where I was frozen and didn't know it. Because I couldn't, the comments weren't coming through, and sometimes I just think it's because I'm not seeing them. But that time, there was more. Night of Navy. That's what we're using for our thank you card. I'm going to stamp this onto the Flirty Flamingo, which is one of the colors. Oh, that's not very dark. Let's try that again. Looks like I need to re-ink. A little bit better, but it's still a little bit light. Oh, I love this. We're definitely going to need to bling this up too, though. Let's glue this on our card. You can definitely see our inspiration coming together. Yes, that was a low battery issue. The problem is I use a phone holder, and the holder part that holds the phone covers the center of my screen. And so when that low battery thing popped up, I couldn't see it because the low battery window, like the little pop-up thing, was right directly underneath the video holder. So I didn't see it until I got a text message notification that appeared at the top of the screen. And I saw that because it was at the top of the screen, but the low battery little pop-up was right in the middle, right underneath my my video or my camera holder. All right, the thank you is going to go kind of offset. We're going down instead of, we're going up instead of down. This one was down. We're going to go up, and I'm going to do a double on that one because it hangs off. And now it will be flat with this one. All right, bling, bling, bling. Ooh, yes. This is such a fun option. Some more new embellishments. These are the adhesive black glitter sequins. And I'm going to use the white ones because we've got a lot of color, a lot of going on here. So I'm going to kind of keep it simple. And there are two sizes. This half is the larger size and this half is the smaller size. So I'm going to mix them up, and I'm going to do some of each. I'm going to do a large and a small at the top. Oops, that lost its glue dot. And I think I'll do a large down here. Oh, the perfect bling. Oh my gosh, so cute. Who wouldn't love to get this very cute little thank you card? You know what else? These are presents, but I think this could work for a birthday card too. Right? You know, someone with a winter birthday, they don't have to be Christmas presents. They can be birthday presents. So you could use that pattern. Well, you could do the whole card. This is crooked. There. All right, we're going to take a look at our original sample that inspired us and our cased version, because tonight we are casing the catalog copy and selectively edit. And so we are making some drastic changes to some of these cards. Here was our inspiration on page 32 of the September through December 2023 mini catalog. The original card using Scenting Cheer, and our version using the Berry Christmas and the thank you sentiment. I love the way that it turned out. Thank you for all your help and your suggestions and helping me to make tonight's cards. It was so helpful, and I really appreciate it. Tonight we are casing the catalog, the new mini catalog that just launched yesterday. We made 3 different cards inspired by samples from the mini catalog, and on all 3 cards we used the Throughout the Year stamp set and different designer papers from the September through December mini catalog. All of these designer papers are included in my product share, and it is not too late. If you haven't already reserved yours, check it out at tinyurl.com/SD2023 product share. And there you'll find all the information about the product share, how you can try out a little bit of all the designer paper and ribbon from the new catalog, and have the opportunity to add on the Throughout the Year stamp set and save $5. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's projects. Thank you so much for tuning in and stamping with me tonight. Leave a comment and let me know which of these is your favorite. Are you inspired to case any of the same projects that I cased tonight? maybe using different designer paper or stamps. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Please share your projects over on Facebook in the Julie Stamping Spot Share and Connect group. Well, it is time for me to put my feet up on the couch and have a cold beverage and just take a deep breath. It's been a long day, and I'm so glad that I got to end it here with you. Thank you again for tuning in. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the projects that I shared tonight, and make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future card making videos. And in fact, this Sunday, September 10th, Mom and I will be sharing some projects using the Pick of the Patch punch bundle. So be sure to tune in and be inspired. I can't wait to share with you. Have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.